everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to King Spade channel. So it has been a while since I tried on other job class. Since the fourth job of the alternate class had recently introduced, I was intrigued on trying some of the job class, specifically the Abyss Chaser. If you have been following me since way back when the Rogue class was first introduced in the game, if you still remember, I tried to switch to the Rogue class, but in the process I realized that the Rogue job class was not suitable for my Ranger penetration build, so I had to stop and continue with the Ranger. So this is a Abyss Chaser revisit video. With the fourth job available, I wonder how good is the Rogue class fourth job Abyss Chaser, especially for my Ranger penetration build. Will the penetration build good for Abyss Chaser? Let's find out. First up, the Rogue job class, especially the longbow weapon, is and still a crit exclusive build. It is especially obvious with the evoke skill. This passive skill increases final crit and crit damage when using the longbow weapon. Penetration, on the other hand, is for the dagger weapon. It is further reinforced or validated with the double strafe and triangle shot skill. Every critical hit with normal attack will reduce these skills cooldown. So through and through the Rogue job class, if you decide to go for the longbow weapon, the build is kind of fixed. You should go for the critical build to reach its full potential. But luckily on the fourth job, the Abyss Chaser gets some skills that is not reliant to this crit mechanic. The Abyss Square skill, Omega Abyss Strike, Chain Reaction Shot, and Frenzy Shot skill are active skills that deal damage like any other skill, which I can work it out for penetration build. But of course, the crit build still get the most out of these skills because all of these skills can deal crit damage. The next thing that I need to consider is the build elemental attribute. My Ranger has neutral element enhancement. The Rogue class has two different element build: the poison element or the ghost element. Poison element utilizes the poison enchant and deep skill to convert your weapon element to poison. For ghost element, on the other hand, the Abyss Chaser uses the hiding and the phantom raid skill to force convert your weapon attribute to the ghost element. So to avoid getting the weapon element to be converted to the poison or ghost element, I will not want to use the poison enchant and the hiding skill. With that, this is my skill set for my Abyss Chaser penetration neutral element longbow build. For thief skill, there's not much skill to get. I only get the improved dodge skill for increased flee. For rogue skill, deep skill at max level for 10 stack deep. Range toxic attack skill to utilize the deep stack to deal extra damage. Now the deep skill will only convert the weapon attribute to poison when you use the enchant poison skill. So to not get my weapon attribute changed to poison, I will not use the enchant poison skill and still get the deep stack when I'm doing normal attack at the same time. Vulture's Eye to increase attack range and hit rate. Double strafe and repeated shot skill to have a chance to proc the double strafe skill when doing normal attack. Now because I'm not dealing crit attack, I will not benefit the reduced cooldown effect of the repeated shot skill. Right now, because almost all of my equipment enchant is dex from my Ranger build, I have quite high skill cooldown at 30 seconds. The double shot skill has 40 seconds cooldown, the highest cooldown that the Rogue class will have for all of their skills. For Stalker skill, for Plagiarism skill, I copy the Assassin Soul Destroyer skill. Reason being is that this skill damage scale with the dex stat. Since I have a lot of dex switching from Ranger, this skill actually complement well with my current build. What's more, every 4 strength and dex stat will increase the damage coefficient by 1% up to 3000%. But ultimately, I think the best part is this skill is already ignore defense, so all of the penetration stat that I have will just multiply this skill damage even further. I'll show you the comparison damage of this skill later on. Next, triangle shot, similar mechanic to the double strafe skill. Gangster's Paradise skill for the increased physical attack. Bone Rotting Arrow for AoE skill, and Poison Death Arrow to increase the deep stat. stack. For Shadow Chaser skill, not much skills to get here. Deadly Impact skill to inflict various debuff to the target. Level 5 Phantom Raid just to unlock the Shadow spell skill. My weapon attribute will not force change to the Ghost element by the Phantom Raid skill as long as I don't use the Hiding skill. Shadow spell is to deal extra damage when dealing normal attack or using double strafe or triangle shot skill. And lastly, for Abyss Chaser, all three of the Abyss skill for extra AoE skill. Dagger and Bow Mastery skill increases all sizes and demi-human damage from the Abyss and these two powerful bow skill. The Chain Reaction Shot is typically like the Chain Lightning skill from the Wizard, and the Frenzy Shot is multiple hit single target skill. So let's look at the damage. Let's compare the Soul Destroyer skill with the Abyss Chaser bow skill. Let's compare the damage on the Frioni. Let's test the Chain Reaction Shot skill first. It deals about 25 million damage. Next, the Frenzy Shot skill. It deals 46 million damage. And lastly, the Soul Destroyer skill. It deals about 57 million damage, higher damage than the Abyss Chaser most powerful skills, right? Next, let's test the DPS on the Frioni for 1 minute. With this setup, these are my equipment. I am using all white equipment and using the level 120 strength accessory, but almost all of my enchant is actually Dex attribute. And here are my stats. Now I noticed that the range toxic skill is not casted while on auto attack, so the deep stack is rather useless without this skill. I'm not sure if this is a bug or is it intended to be like that. Let me know in the comment below if this is supposed to be like this. Alright, that is 1 minute. The DPS is about 27 million damage. So what do you think of my longbow penetration neutral build Abyss Chaser with mixed strength and dex stat? Is it a viable build for the Abyss Chaser? Let me know in the comment below. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.